and Happy New Year. I spent the first hours of 2025 working. In fact, I left Anchorage right about midnight. Got to take it easy around these curves. I've got two flatbed trailers on. One of them's got a load of drill pipe on it. The other one's got large spool with cable on it, and then behind it's a pickup truck strapped to it, so it's pretty heavy. You get going too fast around these curves and these trailers will push you, not to mention the fact that the road's icy, so you got to be careful. This is the worst part of the trip right here. I'm less than 20 miles from Fairbanks. It is about minus 22 Fahrenheit in Fairbanks this morning. It was a little chilly. I don't know if I have a load back to Anchorage or not. The office will be closed this morning because it's New Year's Day. Doesn't mean they didn't leave me anything last night to pick up this morning, but I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. Had some northern lights off to my left earlier this morning. It's almost 7 a.m. now. The sun won't be up around here till about 11, and then it'll be down by 3 o'clock, or before 3 o'clock. I'm real heavy. There's no gross vehicle weight limit in Alaska, so you can be pretty much as heavy as you want. As long as your axles are right, you do have an axle weight limit, which I believe is 36,000 on tandem axles and 42,000, I believe, on tri-axles. My flasher's on. I'm below 30 miles an hour on this hill. Comes a car. You better hurry up before the passing lane ends. He's not. He's lollygagging back there. Assuming that's a car, not another truck. I don't think it's a truck. No, it's a car. They're taking their sweet time. Going so slow. Come on. Hurry up. These people. There you go. It's not brain surgery. They come up behind you and then they'll slow down. And I don't want them back there. I want them to go on. And I want them to go on a little faster, a little further, so I can turn my big lights back on, so I can see what I'm doing. But I don't want to blind them. LED floodlights down there, and then I've got one long LED light bar, and I've got my amber lights there. They're called ditch lights. They light up the ditches on each side. they're really good if it's snowing real heavy, because you can turn those on and turn your big lights off and you can see a little better. Don't really need those ditch lights right now. Then I've got some regular bumper lights down in the bumper, and of course, regular headlights. So yeah, I can see a long ways. But everybody up here runs these big floodlights, basically because there's a lot of wilderness out here. So it's pretty dark. There's not a lot of traffic. This stretch right here will be the most traffic you see. Well, once you get out of Anchorage. Anchorage got a lot of traffic. Anchorage is a city. But once you get out of Anchorage, there's not much of anything north of, well, Anchorage, Wasilla, and then there's nothing until you get close to Fairbanks here. Imagine this drill pipe and this spool of cables going up to Prudhoe Bay to the oil fields. Pickup, I don't know. I'm not taking it up there. So, at least I don't think I am. Downhill grade. Yes, I'm on the shoulder. And it's got these curves in it. You gotta be real careful when you got a heavy set of trailers on. That back trailer will push you, make you go where you don't want to go. This road is slick. Alaska is not very good at cleaning their roads off. I'm going to tell you that right now. They plow them, but they don't use salt up here. They'll just throw some sand on them. And they won't sand this hill. Coming up the opposite direction, you'll spin out on this hill and have to put chains on about halfway up, because they won't sand it for whatever reason. So yeah, I was really surprised at just how bad Alaska is at cleaning off their roads. They're just not very good at it. And you would think they'd be experts at it. But, I mean, like I said, they plow them, but that's it. They'll leave a layer of ice on them. I think since I'm getting a few more views on some of my videos, that I'm going to do one on winter driving and how to prepare, and things you have to worry about, things you have to look out for, you know, such as that, especially extreme winter driving. Like up here where it's like it can get down to minus 40 Fahrenheit. Things just don't work right when it's that cold. You know, minus 5, minus 10. That's cold, but you know, there's things you have to worry about when it's that cold. But when it gets down like below minus 25, which I think tonight is supposed to be minus 29, so it gets down about minus 25. It's a whole new ball game. It's a different world. So might do a couple of videos on that for other drivers. I don't think anybody else would really be interested in it. I mean, you might, but really it'd be other truck drivers that'd be more interested than anyone else. And those are things that you can use down in the lower 48 or Canada or anywhere in the country, anywhere on the planet, really. cold weather, Europe and such. That might help a lot of newer drivers. Experienced guys, they know. But you get some newer drivers, and they really don't understand things like your brakes freezing up and fuel gelling up. Just ways of driving in the snow that, while you shouldn't freak out over it, it's really not as difficult as you think. Ice is worse than snow, obviously. But yeah, I mean, you're going to spend all winter up here on ice and snow. There's just no way around it. It's going to be here till May, at least. So you've just got to deal with it. It is what it is. It's not going anywhere. You see, this what's on the road here. Some of this is from last month, and it's slowly kind of gotten wore down with traffic, but that just turned it into ice is what it did. It turned the snow into ice. So it really made it worse. Because again, Alaska doesn't use salt. So this stuff's going to be here. The snow that's right here, I don't think it snowed. It hasn't snowed in over a week. In fact, it's been pretty dry. It's been unusually dry. So, but it's here and it's not going to. It's not like the lower 48 where you'll get a day or two above freezing and it'll melt off. It's not going anywhere. Want to know why I do so many videos in the dark? Well, this time of year it's dark up here most of the time. We get about 3.5 hours of daylight in Fairbanks this time of year. So you get a little more down in Anchorage. I think Prudhoe is completely dark right now. Bay, Dead Horse. So yeah, I mean, plus I like driving at night, so it doesn't bother me. But yeah, it's just there's not much daylight, so it is what it is. So we're just coming into Fairbanks. Traffic this morning because it's New Year's Day. It's after 7 a.m. Normally you'd see some other cars, here and there, but I mean, it's Fairbanks. It's not a big city, but still you'd see some traffic. Fairbanks is here because it's the gateway to the Arctic. Anything that's got to go up to the North Slope, up to Prudhoe Bay, Dead Horse, usually starts at Fairbanks. Or it gets consolidated in Fairbanks. It's the northernmost, if you want to use the term city, for lack of a better word. I think Fairbanks has like 30,000 people in it. So it's not some great metropolis. But for up here it is. Get in gear. Take this exit. Take it kind of slow because it's slick. Take a little bit of your lane and their lane because you got two 45-foot flatbeds behind you. Now this turn, you have to take really slow. Otherwise, you will slide right into that wall, and then you'll have to back up, especially with these heavy trailers. I'm sliding off, see, there I go. And I'm going real slow. Gotta take it slow. The heavier you are, the slower you gotta take it. You make all the lights green, because if you gotta stop, you're gonna spin out trying to take off again. You'll do it, you'll take off, but you're gonna spin out trying. Chilly in here. This heater will burn you out, man. As long as this truck is moving, it'll burn you out. And I got a winter front on, although I've got it open because, going down the road. Plus it's a bit warmer in Anchorage. But if I do end up stopping here and staying for the day, I'll have to close the winter front completely off so I can truck and build up enough heat to stay warm. But you're going down the road, man, this heater will burn you out. It could be minus 30 and it pumps out the heat. Alright, one more light. One of these lights is going to change. It'll be this one up here. It's a busy intersection. There it goes. These lights only change if somebody comes up on the side streets. Might change again before I get up there if I back off a little bit. You see these cars will rush up to these red lights, man. It's like if you just slow down a little bit, time it, you can hit it green. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't make me come to a complete stop. It's a long light. Come on, there we go. There we go. See, I'm still spinning out though. Got my axles locked in. Stays a sheet of ice. I get that the state doesn't use salt, but I wish some of these local towns would use salt, especially on their intersections. But whatever. There's a lot of negative things I can say about Chicago, but I'll tell you what. You can get around Chicago after a snowstorm. They will salt the hell out of the freeways, man. And the big surface streets. They'll plow them and they'll salt them. Denver, on the other hand, sucks. You gotta take it easy on this left turn up here too, or you'll slide right into that hole over there. Slow. We'll go right off into that light pole. Then you got the roundabout up here. Thank you, English, for the roundabout. Actually, I don't have a problem with the roundabout. You just got to take it wide. This is a pretty good size one. The problem in America is we don't know how to build proper roundabouts, and they'll build them too small sometimes. This one, though, is pretty good. You run up on the curb with your back trailer, but it's not a big deal. My truck, it's only minus 15, not minus 22. It's probably minus 22 at the airport. That's what my phone was saying. So I didn't want to exaggerate. Right turn slow or you'll slide right into the gate, and I don't want to be the one who tears up the gate. I got a few trailers sitting out here in the front. Maybe something is going back south. Reefer trailer sitting there running. That's probably going up to Prudhoe Bay. That's why they've got it running. That dry van next to it is green tagged, and that means it's empty. That may be going to Anchorage. We run a lot of empty stuff, a lot of empty trailers down to Anchorage. So we're going to drop, we're going to park right here. Now, don't set the trailer brakes, not yet anyway. And put it in our logs that we're dropping off. So, let me show you what we got here. Yeah, hold on a second. Drill pipe. Big spool in the pickup truck. So I think that'll probably do it for this video, because I've got to break this set apart and park them, and see if they have anything for me. If not, I'm gonna go find a place to park and eat something and go to bed. If they do, then I guess I'll head back to Anchorage. So, that's it for now, folks. Thanks for watching. Give it a like, please. See you later.